So I became financially independent at age 20. It was the first year of my university. I was at my first semester. How's it going, boys? So today is going to be a different video. We're going to talk a little bit about business and making money. Now, if you guys like this kind of topic, punch the like button so I know, and I'll make more videos like this one. Before we start the video, I just want to tell you I have nothing to sell to you. There's no course, there's no get rich quick scheme or anything like this. I'm just sharing my own personal story. Perhaps it's going to give some of you guys an idea of how to become financially independent, how to work for yourself, and perhaps it's going to motivate some of you. So I became financially independent at age 20. It was the first year of my university. I was at my first semester. And by financial independent, I don't mean making millions of dollars. I don't even mean making a bunch of money. All that means is that I was working for myself. I was making enough money for me to live on my own without support from my parents or anyone else, without the need of having a job as well. So how did I manage to do that? A lot of it comes back to luck, and a lot of it comes back to being at the right place at the right time. So what do I mean by luck? First of all, at my first year in university, my first semester, I was broke. I didn't have any money. My parents were helping me a little bit to pay the rent, and they were giving me a little bit of pocket money, but it was not enough for me to actually live and like buy food and stuff. So I needed to find a way to make money. And my studies were quite exhausting, so I didn't really have time to go find a full-time job or even a part-time job. I was learning most of the time, and finding a part-time job would make me just a tiny amount of money. I didn't have much skills, so that really wasn't an option that I was excited about. So one day I was sitting in my super depressing studio apartment. It was a tiny shithole. It was like 10 square meters. I don't know how much that in feet, but it's like a really, really tiny apartment that included the kitchen and the toilet and everything in it. So to put it in perspective, if I wanted to just walk inside the apartment, I had to close my sofa bed. I had to pack my bed so that I can go to the kitchen. And for me to shower, the shower was right next to the toilet. So there was really no space in that apartment. So needless to say, I had absolutely no money. And one day I was sitting in my apartment just wasting some time on the internet, watching some videos, and I get an email. And that email is probably like the most typical spammy email you'll find in your spam folder, but somehow it managed to reach to my inbox, and I was curious, so I opened it. And in the email, there was some Indian guy who recorded a voice message, and he was explaining to me how he got rich by joining this multi-level marketing program that he joined, and he tried to convince me to get to this multi-level marketing program. I was innocent at the time. I didn't know that multi-level marketing is pretty much a scam in most places. But deep in my head, I was really fascinated by the fact that you can actually make money online. And I was like, how did I not think of it until now? So what I did is I joined that multi-level marketing program, which was pretty cheap. It was like $5 or $10, but I didn't even have credit card back then. So I had to borrow my father's credit card so that I can pay for that $10. And everybody convinced me that it's a scam. You can't pay money to make money, but I was stubborn and I joined it. And after joining it, I also started trying to convince other people to join this program. But I didn't try to convince my family and friends. I was trying to do some marketing online. And by marketing, I mean like spamming online, trying to bring people to that program so I make the money that I spent on it. However, that's when it started getting interesting. Because during that time when I was trying to make people join this program, I was basically learning ways to market that program on different platforms. I started learning SEO, I started learning how to run online blogs, how to post YouTube videos. And by completely random chance, I found a marketing tool that will help you find new websites that will allow you to post content on them. And that tool that I purchased actually had an affiliate program. If you don't know what affiliate program means, all it means is that if you refer people to buy that tool or that product, you get a specific commissions from that purchase. So what I did was really, really simple. You're probably gonna laugh at it, but it worked back then because not many people were doing that. So all I did was to take that marketing video of that tool and repost it on YouTube and put my own link on it. And to my surprise, within a week or two, I made my first $50 online. I honestly couldn't believe that that was possible. To remind you, that was 12 years ago. I know you're probably laughing at this and you're thinking, oh, obviously you can make money online. But 12 years ago, most people haven't heard about making money online. 12 years ago, getting a job was the cool thing. So when I told my parents that I made money online, they couldn't really understand how can you make money online? Like, where does the money come from? Because they couldn't understand that people can like send you wire transfer and that's how you get paid. But even then, they were not sending me wire transfer. So when they sent me the commissions of the 50 bucks, they actually sent it in form of a check. So they sent it from like the United States to Israel. It took around a couple of months to arrive. And then I had to take that check down to the bank to withdraw it. So needless to say, it was a massive hassle, but at the end of the day, I was super excited and I was super happy because somehow I figured out how to make some money while staying in my apartment. And just like that, I started using the exact same technique of using some marketing videos, interesting marketing videos, and posting them on YouTube and adding my link on it. And in this way, I started making a few $100 a month. Again, nothing too crazy, between 500 to 1,000 bucks a month. But back then, for somebody who's 20 years old, I got used to earning like 20 bucks for 8 hours of work. So for me, that was a lot of money. I was more than happy. I could buy some food. I could go out sometimes with my friends. And most importantly, everyone was impressed, like, how can you actually make money online? Because believe it or not, even in my university where I was learning computer science, most people have never heard of making money online. Most people were trying to get accepted, find a job in a high-tech company right next to the university. And ever since then, I started experimenting with a bunch of online businesses. I started probably over 10 or 15 different businesses. Most of them obviously failed, but 2 or 3 of them actually succeeded. And I was able to support myself throughout this time. So for the past 12 years. Granted, I had to get a job for a few months at the beginning when I moved to Berlin because I really couldn't sustain my lifestyle just by the amount of money I was making online. But when I got this job, I continued working hard on my business and I got it to a level where I could live off of it. And ever since then, I've been having my online business. I've been making my own money, so I didn't have to work for somebody or under a boss or in a job. So I know nowadays it's not really impressive. Nowadays there are like 14 years old that are making millions of dollars online with YouTube and some Dogecoin and some other stuff. But back then it was really not that common. When I told people, they never really understood what the hell I was doing. My parents found it very difficult to explain to their friends and to my other extended family what exactly I was doing. So I was in a very weird spot because I really couldn't communicate with anyone else. Not to mention that I had a lot of pressure from my parents to actually go find a job because they couldn't understand what the hell I was doing. They really thought it was unstable. They thought like a job would be more stable and more safe route. But regardless, I did something that wasn't too difficult. I was making enough money for me to live and to day game and to spend a lot of time with my friends, and that's what counts. So ever since then, I started a bunch of other businesses. So I actually did YouTube fitness channel that I got it to 230,000 subscribers and like 24 million views. I started a bunch of other YouTube channels that are related to business. I started a bunch of drop shipping stores. I had my own online courses, but after all of this, I realized that I like YouTube the most, and that's why I'm doing it right now. So this video can be really long. I'm aware that some things I probably forgot to mention, forgot to explain. So if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Perhaps I'm gonna make an update video or explain in depth exactly what I did and how I did what I did. But regardless, if you guys like this video, if you like the insights on my personal life, I'd really appreciate it if you leave it a thumbs up. And if you're new here and you like such videos, feel free to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on future videos. And anyways, I'm gonna leave links to everything I'm associated with in the description of this video below, so make sure to check it out. And in any way, I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye-bye.